Hi, I'm Benjamin Day, bringing you the market numbers through October 31st, 2012 for the Pikes Peak region. Now, in the last couple of days, there's been a historic event that's occurred in the United States. And of course, you know that I'm talking about the 25th anniversary of the Princess Bride. And I'm going to use the Princess Bride and some of the memorable lines of that to best demonstrate what's exactly going on in the real estate market right now, and specifically what some of the consumer concerns are that are going on. Right now, we have, if you do anything on Facebook, you'll see all sorts of things going on, especially in light of the election. Notably, that the economy is about to be slaughtered by a six-fingered man. This is Obamonomics reaching for the death knell of taxes. And this would be the sword of destiny if you're a Jack Black fan, but we're Rob Reiner fans here. This sword is going to come and slice and dice the market. We're headed for the fiscal cliffs of insanity that are right over here. Sequestration's about to happen. Will a debt deal be reached? Will a grand bargain be reached, a grand compromise, or are they going to kick the can down the road? We have debt of unusual size that is terrorizing the marketplace. For me to stand up here as a real estate agent, I must be smoking a lot of iocane powder or doing lines of it or something like that, building up an immunity to iocane powder, to be telling you that it is a tremendous time to get your money moved into real estate. Because you as a consumer, if you believe the six-fingered man, if you believe the debt of unusual size, if you believe the fiscal cliffs of insanity that are over here on the left side, if you believe these sorts of things, you're coming back to me like Vasily. And what does Vasily always say? Inconceivable! Well, I have news. I am not left-handed. And we at Selly Group do not believe that those factors are going to hold back the real estate market, at least in the short term. Are you talking about the long term? Well, you should be talking about the long term. If you're going to be locking up a 3.4% interest rate, you should be locking up a 3.4 interest rate for 30 years. You should be locking that up and saying, you know what, if I don't ever move again, I'm fine with the neighborhood that I'm in. So, of course, you should have a long-term view of things. But as another Rob Reiner movie and Christopher Guest written line was once said, these arms go to 11. And there are a couple big 11s right now in the marketplace that you should know about as a consumer. Remember, I'm right-handed. 11-year low. It is October of 2012. You've got to go back to October of 2001 to find fewer properties for sale at this time of year. We are under 3,500 listings actively available. That is tight inventory. Of those listings, 15% of those listings are new construction properties. So the reality of it is that only 85% of those houses are ones that you could actually buy today. That is a very scant inventory. If we're heading to the fiscal cliffs of insanity, we're heading to that with precious low inventory. There's very little ability or desire for sellers to slice and dice their prices with their swords any further than they need to, because buyers just don't have a heck of a lot to buy. The other part of this is that consumers are willing to buy houses. The other 11, an 11% increase in median price over October 2001 last month. 11% higher. The market is significantly increasing this year. You can look at it and say, well, that's just because the interest rates are lower. Well, interest rates have provided buyers with a 7% gain in buying power, but the median price is up 11%. That's a 4% difference there. So even though their money is stretching and allowing them to buy more houses, they're willing to accept a higher payment, and that is because of scarce supply that's out there. A couple other numbers that you should know. 4.4, 3.4, and 236K. $236,000 is the highest average sales price that we've seen for this time of year since October of 2007. 4.4 are the months of inventory. A balanced market is at 6 months of inventory, meaning that no buyer or seller has control of the market, but you get less than that and it becomes a seller-controlled market. You get more than that and it becomes a buyer-controlled market. Well, here we are in the off-season, and it's a seller-controlled market. And it's a seller-controlled market by 45 days at 4.4 months. 3.4 months is the hysterically, inconceivably low interest rate that we're looking at right now. This is the 30-year fixed rate that has never been lower. And one other aside out of that, it's a ratio, 8 out of 10. There have been 10 closed months this year in 2012's real estate sales year. 8 of those months have had an all-time record low interest rate. So, have fun storming the castle. We are Sally Group Real Estate. You've been told the facts. Prepare to buy.